Hello everyone, my name is the Pinpad and welcome back to World of Snowy Mountains on windSTORM. This is Honey Badger Stole My Bike playing the buffed in patch 9.18, moved up a tier, T54 lightweight's now tier 9. We've been over this. This is patch 9.19 already. If you don't know about this, then you either have been living under a rock or you never played World of Tanks. In that case, hi, what are you doing on this video? And he's in the platoon with Altatic Bubbles and down Yildiz. There you go, got it. And of course, T54 lightweight. It was a pretty damn good tier 8 light tank. Now at tier 9, I feel it's basically a stock T54 that's a bit faster with a bit better camo rating. So I'm not quite sure why Wargaming did this. You know, I have two T54s at tier 9. One's a bit stock and a bit faster. The other one's a bit more T54. In my opinion, I haven't played the T54 lightweight since it got tier 9, but I've seen a lot of people play it. I have the T100 light tank, and I think the T54 lightweight is a better tank than the T100 LT is. The reason for that is in the T54 lightweight, you can see tier 7, and you only have 60, yes, 60 less DPM than the T100. Of course, you know, your alpha is 50 lower, but you have a faster reload time. These are stock values, no rammer, no vents. This is literally how you get the tank. Yeah, the T100 has better gun handling, but what is gun handling if you don't get to fire the gun because it is 7 seconds reload? That's the thing that really bothers me. The reload on the T100 is just too long. You have tier 10 medium 390 alpha reload for 300 alpha. I lose 90 alpha for the same reload. What's my point? I still don't really like the light tanks. I pretty much stopped playing them. I played the tier 9 light tanks. I played the T54. I played the RE251. I kind of sometimes play the 1390. I'm at tier 8. I'm gonna have to play the WZ132. I bought that like 3 patches ago and still haven't touched it. Now I know the WZ132 was really good before the light tank changes. The reason for that I didn't touch it is I didn't want to play my WZ132, know it was good, and then get nerfed to what it is now. John loved his WZ132, and now he is contemplating selling it because it's just not the same. 3 marks, put the Clan Wars Digi camo on it, has I believe a 6 skill crew in it, and doesn't enjoy playing it anymore. So that's why I didn't touch my WZ132. It's still stock, it's still sitting there in my garage currently collecting dust because I didn't want to play it. Probably am gonna play it real soon, seeing as it's top of the 3, WZ132 1. I know the tier 9 is rather disappointing, but at the same time it's meh. So it's at the same time it's still disappointing. Jesus. So you can expect a news episode on that. And speaking of the news, someone asked me, like, it's getting rather boring that, you know, you have this pre-recorded stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I recorded these videos when I play them. I cannot really redo my first games in it if I already have 100 games on it, which is pretty much the point I want to make here. I had a video coming up on the Defender and the A44. The Defender being the news, the A44 being an update, and I believe the M4A1 Revolurise being the news. And in a drunk fit of rage, that's a fat lie, I just accidentally deleted the recordings of that. So what I'm probably gonna do is with that, I'm gonna make them into the not so news videos for 3 episodes. I still have the Leopard PTA and the Leopard coming up. I have the IKV65 too, that's the one. I've got an update on that coming up, and then I've suddenly run out of pre-recordings. So I'm gonna have to play more tanks soon. No, that's a lie. I still have the SU-100Y coming up soon. I still have to play that. I've got that in my garage for so long now. I'm gonna have to check this. I've got enough tanks that I have to play. I still have to play the Carnarvon. Remember that Black Prince video, which I think was the 4th or 5th news episode? Yeah, I still haven't played my Carnarvon. I've got a Borsig with the 150mm gun coming up as well. That will be an update. I'm gonna have to put in a crew in the Panther 2 for that to be an update video when I unlock that. That will be a terrible crew. Oh my god, that will be horrible. What else? What else? Oh yeah, I still have the T49 as well recorded as a kind of the news. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it because this was recorded after the patch 9.18 came out, and I started using the 90mm, which kind of changed it into a different tank. Instead of the RE251, which was still the 90mm it had, The T-49 had APCR ammo, and it played like a completely different tank. It played like an M41 girlfriend at tier 9. So that's a news episode I have coming up as well. Oh, and I still have to, of course, play the T150. I've had that in my garage for a year and a half now, and I still haven't played it. So, as you may have noticed, I still have more than enough material to keep the news running for about 3 months. Speaking of which, I've been doing this for 40 weeks already. This Sunday, 41 weeks of the news. That's pretty impressive, seeing as I've had 41 weeks worth of new tanks to play. That's astounding almost. Well, not new tanks, I mean some, of course, were update videos. So I'd say maybe about 32 were actual the news episodes. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. I didn't expect the news to be a regular series. And that's the thing, I'm probably going to start grinding towards the M48 pattern starting from the M3 Lee. Those will be fun times. I'll probably continue my, what is it, A44 towards the 430 grind. I'm probably going to start my T110E3 grind. I am probably going to buy the 5120 soon. I am thinking of maybe starting again at the 88 towards the FE215B 183. As I said earlier, the Carnarvon Conqueror and FE215B, WZ132. The Japanese can go suck a dick. I've got the Czech, and the Swedish, of course, grinds towards the STRV 103B. So, no, the news will not end anytime soon. And of course, there will be more premium tanks every so often as well. Speaking of series, last week I launched the marking mission series. I had that idea in my head for quite some time, never really knew how to do it. And then I noticed when I was playing to get the mark on the 907, I was like, I had this idea in my head for quite some time. Why am I not recording this? And that's when I, started recording halfway through. And that video took off a bit for my channel. 2.5k views is weird, seeing as we've only, as I'm checking now, hit 1900 subscribers. And if I'm really honest, I wasn't all that happy with that video. There were a lot of empty spaces, there were a lot of slow points. With empty spaces, I mean no talking, concentrating. I didn't really know what to do with that series. That really evolved in this week's video, the TVP one, where I know what I want to do with that series now. I want to have it live commentating. If I go serious like full focus gameplay with music in the background, that's when I do voiceover. I think the 907 took off a bit because it isn't specified what mark I get. People were thinking it was going to be the 3rd mark. No. Maybe I'm going to put in the titles what mark it is I am going to get in that video. So that isn't confusing to anyone going to watch it, thinking, oh, he's going to get the 3rd mark. And then it turns out I'm just struggling to get the 1st mark, and then they click away. I think that's how I got the views. People see the marking mission 907 thinking it's going to be a 3-mark game, when in reality it's going to be, it's more of a, it kind of is a clickbait, but at the same time it isn't. But it is because I didn't specify it good enough. So if I remember doing that, I'm going to edit the current videos to have the mark I get in the title. And starting from next week's video, I already have that one recorded and edited. Put it in the title what mark it is I'm gonna get. Now, in the first video I said that wasn't probably going to be a regular series. At this point, looking at it, it might be. I've got next week's video already recorded, edited and stuff. I'm gonna just have to upload it again. Damn, copyright claims. I've got the week after that already recorded as well. That's gonna be a shorter one. That I got the mark in the first try in that video. The first mark on a specific tank you'll see in 2 weeks. But there's gonna be 2 types of marking mission videos, where I do it in 1 or 2 games and one where I struggle to get it. And the struggle to get it ones are gonna be more heavily edited. And of course, I've got more Stronghold videos coming up as well. With advances being in the evening, I find it more easy to actually record some good Stronghold videos. This kind of felt like an update video more than anything. It feels like I haven't done a normal Thursday video like this in a really long time. Seeing as last week was Platoon with John, the week before that was, I believe, a Strongholds video. And the week before that was the one with the mouse on Paris. So that's already 3 weeks ago. I had a short moment of panic when I stopped playing World of Tanks that I would run out of videos to make. I still had the news, of course, about 4 weeks pre-recorded. I still had some games left, but not a lot. I have pre-recorded some games from patch 9.18. I just have to use them in the footage. This was from patch 9.18 as well, by the way. This current footage you're seeing, the Colabanos that Honey Badger Stole My Bike is working towards. It just started thundering and lightning outside. I'm gonna see if I can record that. Nope, apparently not. It was just a one-time lightning kind of ordeal. Where was I? Oh, yes, of course. I was afraid that I was gonna run out of videos to make. So far, I've been getting back into World of Tanks. The ranked battles is, it's not what I was really hoping for. People camp more than expected because they want to get, you know, the bonds. But I had an idea. I now have the Tuesday video, the marking mission, the Thursday video, which is either a stronghold / clan wars or this type of video, and then the Sunday, the news video. I was thinking of playing another game on one of the remaining days, maybe the Saturday, not World of Tanks related, maybe a shooter, maybe an adventure game, a game with a story. Give me suggestions if you do want me to do that. If not, well, then tell me to not do it. It's simple as that. There is a comment section for that. Got him! In QB's absence, I have streamed on a couple of days. Not a lot of them, just a few. I'm still new to streaming, probably not gonna do it on the regular either. But I had some decent games in there, so if you want me to upload those as well, just for lols, I'm gonna probably do it next Monday. Only if you want me to, though. It's like 3 games, they're pretty fun. It's different. The streaming is a lot different than I expected. It's not as easy as you might think. So yeah, I stream irregularly, very sometimes. Put my link in the description because I like plugging myself and I'm a sellout to myself. Although, is it really selling out or advertising if it's me? Like, it is advertising if I say go to twitch.tv/thekillzor. That would be advertising, but it's not sellout because I don't get paid for it. Anyway, Honey Badger stole my bike. T54 lightweight was 1 versus 6, is now 1 versus 1. The RT actually did a valiant effort trying to cap, but you're not gonna kill him if you do this.